Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sampurasun. We are the group 5 from 12 Science 4 and today we represent the Sundanese traditional clothing video. I hope you all can enjoy this video. Thanks for watching. Sundanese is the culture of people living in the western region of the island of Java. Over time, it has spread to various parts of the world. As a tribe, the Sundanese people were the embryo of civilizations in the archipelago. Sundanese culture has a strong appeal for tourists who come to the area. Some of the arts and culture is in West Java, one of which is Sundanese traditional clothing. Judging from history, Sundanese traditional clothes do not only have beskap and kebaya. The indigenous people of West Java province used to know three kinds of traditional based on social level: aristocracy, middle class, and common people. Dinukil Anjabar. Sundanese traditional clothes worn by commoner men are usually loose trousers equipped with a belt, bracket, and headbands. Do not miss the palang sling sarung and slippery sandals as a footwear. Meanwhile, the women wore a long kabat cloth with a belt, a kebaya shirt, a camisole, and a batik scarf. For footwear, they wear flip-flops.
It is different from Sundanese traditional clothes, which are intended for the upper middle class, such as traders. For traditional clothes, men used white batik clothes, batik kebat cloth, headband, and a belt. These male merchants usually wear gold chain watches and hanging in the pocket to complete their dress. For a middle-class woman, wearing a colorful kebaya as a top, a batik kebaya with various style as a subordinate. Do not forget to wear belts, colorful scarves, shoes in the form of slippers, as well as jewelry in the form of necklace, bracelets, earrings, and rings made of silver or gold. The addition of accessories in the form of gold watches and jewelry made the difference between the traders and ordinary people. The clothing worn by the male Sundanese aristocrats, or we called it menak, consisted of the velvet coat and black velvet trousers decorated with gold thread embroidery, dotted cloth with broken rereng, parang motifs, belt, bantan or gold belt, ikat for the headgear, and black slippers for the footwear. Meanwhile, the clothing worn by female aristocrats is a black velvet kebaya decorated with gold thread embroidery, rereng motif kebaya clothes, and velvet slippers decorated with gold beads or embroidery. As a complement, they use gold jewelry with diamond crowns. It's also added in the form of earrings, keroncong bracelets, rings, necklace, chain pins, brooches, and hairpins.
West Java also has formal traditional clothing that applies to all levels of society. This official traditional dress is often used and can be seen at events in the selection of West Java girls and boys. The boys wear a takwa or caped coat of a loose color, trousers of the same color, a side cloth tied around the waist, a head covering in the form of a bandeau, and slippers. The only decoration worn is a chain watch that is usually clipped to a coat pocket. As for the girls, wearing clothes in the form of plain kebaya with embroidery, kebaya, bubur belt, camisole shawl, and footwear in the form of slippers with the same color as the kebaya. For decoration, wear a hairpin decorated with flowers for hair that is rolled up, earrings, rings, brooches, necklace, keroncong, bracelets, chain pins, and several jewelry made of gold with diamonds.
For the purpose of this traditional wedding ceremony, Sundanese traditional brides will wear a special outfit called the Sukapura bridal outfit. This outfit is for the groom in the form of a white coat equipped with a white belt wearing as a subordinate, headgear with a raring motif as well, and white slippers. For decoration, as a long necklace of jasmine flowers and a cuirass or cleaver as a traditional weapon. Meanwhile, for the bride, the top is in the form of white brocade kebaya. The subordinates are wearing a neckcloth, bantan or gold belt, and white slippers. The decoration are shoulder jewelry, long necklace, bracelets, brooch, earrings, and rings, and a pair of a hairband decorated with a Siger Subhadra, 5 strands of tuberous flower, or we call it mango, and 7 rocking flowers.
The first one is Ponzi. Ponzi is a Sundanese traditional dress that is usually used for men. This outfit has a suit in the form of a plain shirt and loose black pants that do not exceed the ankles. In the social level, the ordinary people who wear these clothes are the peasants and workers as well as the common people. Even though, nowadays Ponzi is also used by some of the upper classes with modified clothes. The use of Ponzi is also equipped with a stripped sarung on the side of the body, a head cover, and footwear with a wooden sheath. The next one is beskap. Beskap is almost similar to traditional clothing for nobles, but is used only on formal occasions. Beskap also has an asymmetrical cut. It aims to facilitate the use of curious accessories which are quite heavy.
Sundanese kebaya usually has a bright colors such as a white, red maroon, and a light purple. This Sundanese kebaya is almost such as same as the kebaya from Central Java and East Java. The difference is in the shape of the neck. The lower part is a jari cloth called sarong kebat or sinjang bandel. The sarong or sinjang bandel is decorated with various Sundanese batik motifs. And don't forget to wear accessories such as hairpins, earrings, necklace, rings, belt, camisoles, keteplek, sandals, or other accessories. The Sundanese kebaya is a traditional clothing worn by ordinary people to the middle class. Even though they both use kebaya, but if the style and material are different, then it is still a marker of a person's social status in Sundanese.
Sundanese traditional clothing has several of uniqueness, including the following. Number 1, types of clothing based on the social status. The social status that can be distinguished only by the use of the traditional clothing is one of the uniqueness of the Sundanese tribe. In fact, this applies to all groups ranging from children, youth, adults, parents to elders. The number 2 is pants to cuffs. The length of the traditional Sundanese men's trouser is quite unique because of the length of the pants only reaches the cuffs and is in a loose shape, but there are also the long pants. Number 3 is traditional women's clothing impressed simple. Traditional clothes for Sundanese women seem very simple because they only use batik clothes for their subordinates.
4. There are modern traditional clothing. Over time, many Sundanese traditional clothes were found that had been polished with a modern touch. This means that the classic impression of a traditional dress has started to fade. It's just that the essence is still as known as traditional clothing. However, this modern traditional clothing still emphasizes existing cultural values. 5. Keris. Keris is a supporting accessory that is usually used by men while carrying out their weddings as a complement to Sundanese traditional clothing. 6. Bendo. Bendo is a head covering. This is often used by men in wearing traditional clothes. 7. Beber. Beber is a belt that is often used by women in Sundanese traditional clothing. Babar is made of a kebaya cloth that is used to support the appearance of the woman.
Number 8 is crown. The crown or sigar is a supporting accessory that is usually used by a woman while carrying out their weddings as a complement to Sundanese traditional clothing. Number 9 is kelom gelis. Kelom gelis are sandals used by women as a footwear from Sundanese traditional clothing. So that's it guys. Don't forget to hit the like button down below. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.